Hello and thanks for joining us. Today we'll be looking at the WPSuperDealer plugin for WordPress.
The WPSuperDealer plugin is the most powerful plugin available for vehicle sales.
To get us started, we've installed a fresh version of WordPress with only the WPSuperDealer plugin activated. Let's visit the settings page by going to Dashboard, then Vehicles and clicking Settings. Now that we're on the settings page for the first time, we'll see the Welcome tab. If you look at the other tabs, you'll see one called Startup Guide. This is the tab we'll be focusing on today. The first thing you'll notice is the Tips and Tricks section here at the top of the tab. Each of the core tabs that have settings on them have their own tips and tricks section. On the other tabs, you'll notice they're closed by default, but on the Startup Guide it's open.
This was done because the first thing you should do when starting with a new tool is check out any tips and tricks the creators might have.
If you look on the left side of the tips and tricks, you'll see a video.
This is the same video you're watching right now.
And over on the right side, you'll see a few quick tips to get you started.
One of the best tips we can give you is to take the time to read the tips and tricks.
Now if we go down below the tips and tricks section, we'll see the first step.
Selecting the vehicle types we will be using.
By default, automobile is set up, but you can easily click on any of the vehicle types to add them.
To fully manage your vehicle types, you'll need to visit the Vehicle Options tab. From there you can manage global specifications, add and remove vehicle types, create custom vehicle types, and change available specifications and options.
Let's go back and click on one of the vehicle types and add them to our site so we can see what that looks like. Now let's scroll down to step number 2. This step is just letting us know we need to fill out the information for the vehicle seller.
Seller locations control the contact information for their vehicles and allow some minor control over showing prices and adding additional fees to a vehicle's price.
Step number 3 walks us through setting up a page to display our inventory. You can use a block or a shortcode to drop your inventory into a page.
Or you can use this tool to create a page and drop the inventory and vehicle search form into it.
We'll go ahead and use the tool to create a page, then we'll click on the link to open in a new tab. We haven't added any vehicles quite yet, so you'll notice the inventory section is empty.
That brings us to step 4.
This tool lets us import up to 30 sample vehicles so we can see what the inventory will look like on our site. We'll go ahead and add all 30 sample vehicles, which can take a few minutes because it has to download the main image for each vehicle into our site. The gallery photos for the sample vehicles are not downloaded, but are instead saved as URL links to their current location.
From a visitor's perspective, they'll look like they're on your site, but you won't have to worry about them filling up your media library.
Now that we have some vehicles in inventory, we can see what a basic listing looks like. The last step on the startup guide gives you a few quick tips in case you run into trouble. If you would like to change the look and feel of your listings or enhance your capabilities, then swing by our website and check out our add-ons. That brings us to the end of our look at the startup guide and publishing our first inventory page. Thanks for watching. God bless, and I hope to see you next time.
Con te l'hanno veruta, sì,